Still in the early parts of the year. I think we can take a look at those rankings. We'll also tell you what else is happening in the conference all throughout the afternoon. A few other teams in action tonight. Give you the best picture we can. Also, a look forward to the season for the Oregon Tech men as they'll be continuing the season throughout next week in Indiana and throughout the Midwest. We'll try to give you the best picture we can of what's going on at Oregon Tech and, of course, prepare you for the second game of the second day of the Lithia Classic here at Danny Miles Court. The Owls taking on the Bruins next on 104.3 and 960 Sports. So this one's going for 3 minutes.
There's a collision happening between science and innovation, environment and technology, thriving together in a place you might not have heard of. But the ones who discover us, they're the originators, working and learning in living labs that produce life-changing results and developing innovations that will change the next millennium. There's a collision happening. Be part of it. Be Oregon Tech.
Boss, we're running out of room for new cars. What should we do? Rams up front, certified up front. Boss!
What?
What do we do?
We're gonna lower the prices even more.
The construction sale during Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Klamath Falls. We get it.
From our humble beginnings serving members from a small garage to today, serving communities across Southern Oregon, Rogue Credit Union was founded on the idea that together, we're stronger. For over 60 years, Rogue has been living, giving, supporting local, committed to lending a hand. Where you're more than just an auto loan or checking account, you're an owner, just like our founders intended back in that small garage in 1956. Living local, it's a Rogue thing.
When you think fun, think Glamoya Casino. Harvest your wins every Friday and win up to $500 cash. On Easy as Pie, Swipe, and Win Thursdays, take home up to $100 cash. Plus, on Sundays, earn points to get top quality IKO Black Diamond cookware. Veterans get a free windbreaker on Veterans Day. Win electronic items on Black Friday. Stay and play at Glamoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
All right, Orion, next break when he comes back will be 4 minutes. 4-minute break on the next one before the national and starting lineups. 4 minutes.
I like when they wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Then I got time to lay over with you.
George Fox Bruins. My name is Josh Eldridge. So glad to be with you tonight. Glad to be indoors as the temperatures dropped here in Klamath Falls, but should be ready for a great second game of the day earlier this afternoon. Of course, the other two teams at the tournament, the Southern Oregon Raiders and Menlo College, played at 3:30 this afternoon, just wrapped up about 20 minutes ago. The Southern Oregon Raiders defeated Menlo 75 to 57. That was Southern Oregon's second win of the tournament. Of course, they beat George Fox last night, and Oregon Tech grabbing a win over Menlo College last night. Now, the Owls have got the George Fox Bruins right in front of them. But before we dive into this matchup too closely, I do want to take just a brief look at the preseason Cascade Collegiate Conference coaches polls, as the Oregon Tech Lady Owls placed 5th in this poll behind Lewis and Clark State College, who was number 1. Eastern Oregon ranked second out of the Cascade Conference. Then the Southern Oregon Lady Raiders, who again won each of their games this weekend. They placed third. Bushnell University came in as the number 4 team, followed by Oregon Tech. The College of Idaho Yotes come in at number 6, followed by number 7, Warner Pacific University. Corbin University comes in at number 8, followed by number 9, Northwest University. The Evergreen State College placed 10th. Multnomah and Walla Walla University round out the preseason Cascade Conference coaches polls. The Oregon Tech Lady Owls, maybe a little bit underrated in that poll when you look at things. A team with a brand new head coach and coaching staff. Paul Poach, the interim first-year head coach for Oregon Tech, assisted by Joy Lease, who was a former high school basketball coach right here in Klamath Falls, was a head coach of the Lady Vikings at Mazama High School for multiple years, multiple state championships, one in 2013 with Mazama, and of course Natalie DeLong, who is an assistant coach with Coach Poach as well, a Division II basketball standout, and a young addition to this coaching staff and a positive addition. Coach Poach says that Coach DeLong really relates to this team, and he feels confident in his staff around him. They got an opening night win last night, looking to repeat fortunes this evening against the George Fox Bruins. We're going to take one more break, and when we come back, we'll dive a little bit into this matchup and learn a thing or two about the George Fox Bruins. All that is coming up as we continue our pregame coverage of Lady Owls basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
Boss, we're running out of room for new cars. What should we do? Rams up front, certified up front. Boss!
What?
What do we do?
We're gonna lower the prices even more.
The construction sale during Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Klamath Falls. We get it.
From our humble beginnings serving members from a small garage to today, serving communities across Southern Oregon, Rogue Credit Union was founded on the idea that together, we're stronger. For over 60 years, Rogue has been living, giving, supporting local, committed to lending a hand. Where you're more than just an auto loan or checking account, you're an owner, just like our founders intended back in that small garage in 1956. Living local, it's a Rogue thing.
When you think fun, think Clamoya Casino. Harvest your wins every Friday and win up to $500 cash. On Easy as Pie, Swipe, and Win Thursdays, take home up to $100 cash. Plus, on Sundays, earn points to get top quality IKO Black Diamond cookware. Veterans get a free windbreaker on Veterans Day. Win electronic items on Black Friday. Stay and play at Clamoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
There's a collision happening between science and innovation, environment and technology, thriving together in a place you might not have heard of. But the ones who discover us, they're the originators, working and learning in living labs that produce life-changing results and developing innovations that will change the next millennium. There's a collision happening. Be part of it. Be Oregon Tech.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. Stuff's right here.
Don't stress, just save up to $200 on select tires with financing at our Les Schwab Fall Tire Sale. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
And we welcome you back courtside at Danny Miles Court, just about 10 minutes away from tip-off between the Oregon Tech Lady Owls and the George Fox Bruins in day 2 of the Lithia Classic. My name is Josh Eldridge, glad to be with you on 104.3 and 960 Sports with video on OregonTechOwls.com. As we take a look at this George Fox team, which picked up a loss last night, the Bruins come off of a bit of a question mark of a season in 2021-22. They entered last year as the 24th ranked team in the nation, but as they started to drop some games early on with a young team, they dropped out of the rankings and ended up picking up a losing season, a 12-14 year. That is their first losing season since 1999. But again, I mentioned this was a young squad last year, and now this season, a lot of these players looking to step up. You look at some of the girls on this team, like Ella Roberts, who was coming off the bench pretty often last year for George Fox. And as I look at this in front of me, Ella Roberts not making the trip today, but this team has a lot of great things to look forward to with her today. She averaged quite a bit of minutes off the bench and 8 points per contest. You look at some of the other girls getting the start, like Alexa Border. Border saw a lot of minutes last year as a freshman. She was 4th on the team in blocks and a very strong rebounder as well. And so you look at some of these girls who were freshmen last year, now sophomores, or sophomores from last season, now becoming juniors. They're getting a lot of positive experience from a season last year where they did pick up some wins, again, that first losing season in just about 2 decades. But the George Fox Bruins looking to come back and have a strong year this year. It all starts with this tournament here at Danny Miles Court. 0-for-1 for the weekend, looking to come back and grab a win against the Oregon Tech Lady Owls. One more break coming up on the pregame coverage, and when we return, we'll take a closer look at the Oregon Tech Lady Owls and their new coaching staff in the season they have ahead of them in just a few minutes as we continue your coverage of Oregon Tech Lady Owls basketball and the Lithia Classic on 104.3 and 960 Sports with video on OregonTechOwls.com. 4 minutes.
Down everything, set in rose gold, dread talking to you like I'm J. Cole. I could tell her head good before I even know. Don't tell me that you model if you ain't been in vogue.
Feeding and watering, building, tending, and mending, one foot in front of the other, day after day, season after season. At Coastal, we're proud to say we've walked a mile or two in boots just like yours. That's why our stores are stocked with everything you need by folks who care. Find your store or shop now at coastalcountry.com with shipments to your door, in-store, or curbside. We are Coastal, and we're just what the country needs.
Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager of Clown Falls Honda and Clown Falls Subaru. I've lived here my whole life. Most of our employees have lived here their whole life too. Our sales, service, parts, and body shop teams are all staffed with experienced local folks. You know them and they know you. Our dealerships are comfortable and not corporate. Comfortable means we're focused on you. I'm Rob, and I'm glad to know you.
From our humble beginnings serving members from a small garage to today, serving communities across Southern Oregon, Rogue Credit Union was founded on the idea that together, we're stronger. For over 60 years, Rogue has been living, giving, supporting local, committed to lending a hand. Where you're more than just an auto loan or checking account, you're an owner, just like our founders intended back in that small garage in 1956. Living local, it's a Rogue thing.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So that's right here.
Don't stress, just save up to $200 on select tires with financing at our Les Schwab Fall Tire Sale. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
At Klamath Falls Toyota, you'll experience our goal to completely satisfy every customer, every day. Because our customers are like family to us. You'll also experience the teamwork of our professional and knowledgeable staff. They're authentic, caring, and the best in the industry. And when you choose from our great selection of new Toyotas or quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, you'll experience a process that's efficient, easy, and transparent. Experience amazing at Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Glad you're back with us on 104.3 and 960 Sports with video tonight online at OregonTechOwls.com. We're coming to you live from Danny Miles Court on the campus of the Oregon Institute of Technology. Ready for the final game of the Lithia Classic. All the teams here today. Southern Oregon University played Menlo earlier today. Of course, we have George Fox on the slate for Oregon Tech tonight. A lot of new faces around this Oregon Tech basketball team, not to mention the head coaching change again, but Coach Paul Poach taking control of this Lady Owls basketball team, along with his assistants Joy Lease and Natalie DeLong, and a lot of new players for this Oregon Tech Lady Owls team as well. You look at Ford. Alex Elquist spent 2 seasons at the University of Nevada, and then you've got quite a bit of true freshmen for these Owls that are filled with all-state honors as seniors in high school. Gabby Gascon earned CIF Division IV All-State Honors in California. Ellie Kent earned 1A All-State Honors here in Oregon, and Caitlin Wright earned 3A All-State Honors at Oregon as well. And as you look at Wright, a graduate of Burns High School, that 3A school, and we again mentioned Ellie Kent, who was a graduate of Trinity Lutheran High School. That's up in the Bend area, and some all-state players there. But you've also got quite a bit of returning all Cascade Conference players as well. Madison Toll had a great season last year, averaging just about 13 points per game and 6 rebounds. She also led the Cascade Conference in field goal percentage at 59%. Melissa Lee coming back for her 5th season, getting that extra year after the shortened COVID year. She averaged 9 points per game and 6 rebounds per contest over the past 2 full seasons for Oregon Tech. And that's before we get to guard Olivia Sprague from Clatskanie High School. As a freshman, she came off an all-Cascade Collegiate Conference year. Played a little bit of shooting guard to start last year. Came in as the point guard in the second half of the season. Averaged 10 points, 4 rebounds. And she scored in double figures in 11 of the last 14 games. Once she switched that point guard spot, she can also dish the rock. Going to be exciting to see what Olivia Spray can do, not only this season in the beginning parts of the year, but also as we head into the rest of the season, which we could take a look at now. After the Lithia Classic concludes, Oregon Tech a few days off before heading up to McMinnville, Oregon for an exhibition game against Linfield. Then you're back in a normal contest when you hit the road to Redding, California on November 16th. That's a Wednesday against Simpson, and then returning home against Pacific Union on Saturday, November 19th. And you're heading down to William Jessup to play in the Bill Holtz Warrior Classic at William Jessup University. Vanguard and then the Warriors of William Jessup on the schedule. The Lady Owls hop right into Cascade Collegiate Conference League play in the first Friday in December. That would be the second against Eastern Oregon and College of Idaho. Some might say, and I would agree with them, the toughest road trip of the year. You get it out of the way early, and the Lady Owls into Cascade Conference play after that, all the way until they wrap up the regular season about halfway through February. And as we bring it now courtside to Scott Allen with tonight's announcements before tip-off.
Institute of Technology and Danny Miles Court. This is the 2022 Lithia Women's Basketball Classic. Today, George Fox University faces off with your Oregon Tech Lady Owls. Before we announce our starting lineups, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps for our national anthem. Day 2, Game 4, the final stanza of the Lithia Women's Basketball Classic at Oregon Tech University. Here are tonight's Lithia starting lineups. First, the visitors from George Fox University of Newburgh, Oregon, the Bruins, starting at guard, a 5'6" sophomore from Richland, Washington, number 3, Emma Reed. At the wing, a 5'10" junior from Auburn, Washington, number 11, Jenna Lacey. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore from Brighton, Colorado, number 23, Alyssa Wells. At forward, 6-foot sophomore, Beaverton, Oregon, 24, Alexa Border. And at forward, the 6-foot senior from Medford, Oregon, 25, Emily Stevens. The Bruins are coached by head coach Mike Coppolino. He's assisted by Lauren Sendy. It's time, Hooter Nation! Here are your Lithia, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram Oregon Tech Lady Owls starting 5. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Clatskanie, Oregon, number 4, Olivia Spray. And at guard, the 5'7" true freshman from Bend, Oregon, number 5, Ellie Kemps. At forward, from Gridley, California, a 6'2" junior, number 11, Maddie Tull. At forward, Elko, Nevada, 6'1" junior, 15, Alexis Elquist. And at forward from Napa Vine, Washington, 5'11" senior, 31, Melissa Lee. The Lady Owls are coached by head coach Paul Poach. He's assisted by Joy Leese and Natalie DeLong.
White uniforms, the visiting George Fox Bruins in their visiting gray uniforms. George Fox written across the top in white lettering along with white numbers around some blue trim. And we are ready for tip-off tonight. The Owls will be going from right to left. The Bruins, pardon me, the Lady Owls from left to right and the Bruins from right to left. So we are just about ready for tip-off this evening from Danny Miles Court. The tip is up, and the Bruins are going to get possession first. Racing up the court, coming to the near side was Reed. She's going to bounce it on over to Stevens now, beyond the three-point arc, moving over to the right side. Hand it off over to Reed, who comes now to the left side. Dishes it back to Wells, trying to get it to the near side, back to Reed on the left wing, but it goes out of bounds. An early turnover gives Tech the basketball, inbounding right from their own bench. All right, Olivia Sprague going to bring it up with the left-hand dribble. She's going to be picked up right at the three-point line by Reed. Dishing it over to Elquist. Elquist trying to bounce it inside to Kent, but that will go out of bounds as well. So back-to-back turnovers for each team is how we begin the ball game. Still scoreless, 9:31 to go in the opening quarter. Bringing it up now for George Fox is Emma Reed, the 5'6" sophomore from Washington. With it now is Alexis Wells. Wells feeling pressure, having to put it on the deck, go backwards, now handing it off to Reed. Reed covered closely by Melissa Lee. Reed dishing it over, three-point shot from Wells, and she banks it in, and that is the opening bucket of the game. The Bruins lead 3-0. Lady Owls working quick on the other side. A three-point shot knocked down in response by Ellie Kent. Oh, that was just inside the three-point arc. They're going to give her 2 for it. George Fox leads 3-2, 8:56 to go in the first. The Bruins now working up the court. Now along the far side, it's going to be Lacey. Lacey putting on the deck, dishing it back to Reed. Reed, a strong toss to the near side. Lacey inside, putting it on the deck, makes a strong move with her left hand on the left block and lays it up and in. 5-2 Bruins, 8:35 to go in the first. Quick shot on the other side from Kent. No, she tries to pass it inside to Toll. Toll with the underhand pass to Lee, lays it up and in. Tech back within 1, 5-4, 8:24 to go in the first. Tech pressing early. Sprague picking up Wells pretty much at four courts. Sprague putting pressure on her along the right side, gets her to lose the dribble, but recovering it was Wells. Now dishing it over to Reed along the right side. Getting it inside to Border. Border bounce passes it back outside to Reed. 3 straight up, no good. Clangs off the iron, and Tech bringing it up. It's Sprague as she crosses the timeline. Coming along to the near side. Sprague going to hand it off to Lee. Lee trying to get inside, spins around at the free throw line and loses the dribble. Wells bringing it up the court. Trying to bounce it inside, but Tech takes it away. Sticking a hand in there was Elquist. And now Kent racing up the floor, coming to the near side, dribbles back. Now dishing it inside to Elquist. She spins around. Shot off the glass, no good. Bruins with the rebound. Bringing it up is Wells. Wells with the left-hand dribble, facing a double team. Kicking it over to Reed. Reed bouncing it inside, and an open lane. Taking it to the bucket was Border. She lays it up and in. The Bruins lead 7-4. Border a little bit slow to get up. The Owls in a 5-on-4 on the other side. Bodying up Madison Toll as she lays it up and in. Playing hard there underneath. And I believe a timeout. Injury timeout for a substitution. As we try to let you know who's coming in for Oregon Tech, it's Gabby Gascon. And in for George Fox is going to be Kylie Ritter, the 5'8" freshman from Battleground, Washington. The Bruins will start with the basketball. They lead 7-6, 7:02 to go in the first quarter. Just getting started tonight. Bringing it up is Emma Reed. Brings it up along the far side, and she's picked up quickly by Gascon. Reed trying to dribble along the left side, kicks it back out to Lacey. Lacey corrals it and is able to get it to Jordan Ryan, who knocks down a jumper from about 15. Score now 9-6 Bruins. With it now, Melissa Lee. Lee putting it on the deck, trying to dribble in. On the right block, goes up with it and gets hacked, so she'll go to the line for 2. 6:30 to go in the first, and George Fox leads 9-6. We'll remind you that tonight's broadcast on 104.3 and 960 Sports brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Having the right set of tires and wheels on your vehicle is just part of an essential safety checklist. That's why Les Schwab does more than install just tires and wheels. Come on in for a free pre-trip safety check, and they're going to help make sure that everything is in working order at Les Schwab Tires. So Lee misses the first free throw, but a chance at redemption here. The shot is up, and that one is good. 9-7, the Bruins lead as Reed bringing it up. Reed trying to find some room to get around Gascon. Is able to find Ryan. Ryan handing it off to Lacey. Lacey moving around the paint. Tall pass to Reed, goes out of bounds. And another turnover for the Bruins. Checking into the game for George Fox, Erin Yoshitoke, the junior from Los Angeles, California, 5'5" guard. And she will pick up Gascon. Pass intended for Maddie Toll inside is swatted away. George Fox in a 2-on-2, but slowing it down as it's going to be Yoshitoke dishing it over to Ryan. Ryan has it now, top of the key. Handing it off near side to Lacey. Lacey dribbling around the free throw line, kicks it outside. With it now is Ritter. Ritter, top of the key, dishing it outside to Yoshitake. Yoshitake dribbling inside, floater with the right hand. It's good, and a foul. Count the bucket, and Yoshitake getting a shot at one as her Bruins lead the Lady Owls 11-7 with 5:41 to go in the first quarter. Checking into the game for Oregon Tech is Kennedy Toll, the 5'8" sophomore from Gridley, California. Also, Kaylee Elliott, 6'2" junior from Springfield, Oregon, as she will inbound it to Sprague after the made free throw. Kicking it ahead into the front court. Toll turns the ball over. She tried to get the pass inside. Now in transition, Hines with a bucket for George Fox. And timeout is going to be taken by Coach Paul Poach. Will take 1-2. The score 14-7 with 5.5 to go in the first. You've got Oregon Tech Lady Owls basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports with video on OregonTechOwls.com.
Boss, we're running out of room for new cars. What should we do? Rams up front, certified up front. Boss!
What?
What do we do?
We're gonna lower the prices even more.
The construction sale during Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Klamath Falls. We get it.
Getting ready for continuing first quarter action of Lady Owls basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports. Also online at OregonTechOwls.com. George Fox leading the Lady Owls 14-7 with 5.5 to go in the opening frame. Olivia Sprague bringing it up for Tech, kicking it over to Maddie Toll on the left wing. Toll trying to dish it inside to Madison Toll, but it's swatted away. Yoshitake bringing it up for the Bruins. Take dishing it top of the key over to Hines. Hines now far side over to Lacey. Lacey kicks it over to Yoshitoke. Yoshitoke has it now left wing. Putting it on the deck at the free throw line. Kicks it outside to Lacey. Lacey gets the bounce pass back. Right elbow jumper's good. George Fox leads 16-7 with 4:48 to go in the first quarter. Olivia Sprague bringing it up along the right side. Trying to get it inside. A good pass to Lee. Lee inside pass to Maddie Tull. Good for the 2-point bucket. Good inside passing for Tech. Back within 7. Yoshitake, the guard, bringing it up, kicking it near side to Lacey. Lacey back to Yoshitake. Back to Lacey along the left wing. Kicking it inside to Ryan. Ryan at the free throw line. Outside, near corner jumper for Hines for threes. No good. Sprague bringing it up after the Tull rebound. Trying to kick it ahead to Melissa Lee. She's driving the lane. Spins around to her right. Goes strong with the right hand. Off the glass, no good. A whistle is blown. And we'll find out the call. That's going against Tech's number 11, Madison Tull. Substitution for the Lady Owls. Checking in is Alex Conley, the 5'10 senior from Lakeview, Oregon. Also for George Fox, Jayla Eggers coming in, the 5'11 junior from Woodinville, Washington. George Fox quickly in transition. A shot goes up by Ryan, no good. She was hounded, and the Owls get the rebound. Sprague now bringing it up, behind the back dribble. She kicks it over, near side. A long shot from Elliott, rattles out, no good. And George Fox gets the rebound. Up near side is Wells. Wells, far pass across the court to Yoshitake. She passes up the 3 to dish over to Ritter, who fires a 3. That's no good. Sprague tries to sky for the rebound, but Maddie Tull ends up grabbing it. Sprague kicks it ahead to Lee. Lee puts it on the deck, switches hands, left-hand dribble inside, kicks it out, and the 2-point shot is no good from Elliott. Tries to go back up with it and is fouled. And so, pardon me, taking that shot was Conley, and Elliott grabbed the rebound, went up for the putback and got hacked. Checking now for Oregon Tech is Caitlin Wright. Also, Gabby Gascon coming in for Olivia Sprague. And so with Kaylee Elliott going to the line for 2, a fine time to remind you that tonight's broadcast brought to you by Abby's Legendary Pizza. If you're looking for a great place to eat, head to one of Abby's Legendary Pizza locations for some of the best pizza in the Klamath Basin at 1919 Austin Street or at 2226 Shalleck Street near OIT. Abby's Legendary Pizza is a proud supporter, 104.3 and 960 Sports. Both free throws from Elliott are good. Brings the Lady Owls back within 5. Score 16-11 Bruins with 3:25 to go in the first. George Fox gets the inbound pass to Eggers. Eggers bringing it up the floor. She's hounded as she crosses the timeline. Kicks it ahead to Reed. Reed fires across near side to Wells. Wells kicks it back outside. Dealing with it now is Bartles. Artels, long 3, rattles out, no good. And now it's Gascon bringing it up. Gascon kicks it over to Elliott, who takes a 3. Front iron, no good. And the Bruins bringing it up now. Bartles. Crossover to Wells. Wells fires a 3. That one's no good. Elliott skied for the board, kicks it over to Gascon. Gascon over to Elliott along the left wing. Elliott trying to find her player inside, right, kicks it back outside to Gascon, top of the key. Now over to Conley. Conley inside to Elliott. Elliott puts it on the glass, goes up with the shot, and she is fouled going up. And Elliott, 6'2" junior from Springfield. She's been a force down low early in this game, especially on the offensive end. It seems like every time she gets the basketball, there's at least 2 Bruins on her. She's causing the defense to shift. It's a non-shooter, so she's not going to the free throw line, but she will inbound. Bounce the pass into Olivia Sprague, quickly up with the bucket, and it's good. Sprague with her first couple of points of the night as the Owls trail 16-13 with 2:20 to go in the first. Coming along the near side screen is Bartles. She kicks it over to Reed, left side wing. Reed puts it on the deck, now on the left block, has it knocked away by Sprague. Sprague trying to work in transition. Inside pass, the shot is up and it's no good. Trying to get the rebound was Conley. She misses again, and finally the Bruins grab the basketball. Under 2 minutes now to go in the first. It's a 3-point ball game. Bruins lead 16-13. Along the far side, Bartles fires a 3, it's no good. Sprague trying to kick it ahead to the near side to Wright. Wright inside. On the deck is Wallace. Wallace puts up a shot, no good. And the Bruins bringing it back across the floor. With it is Wells. Wells trying to direct traffic, asking for a screen along the right wing. Brings it now back by the Oregon logo, somewhere near Harney County. Inside on the deck is Stevens. Stevens tries to find Wells along the right wing, but throws it out of bounds. Checking in for Tech is Gascon and Ellie Kent. And we've got a timeout on the floor. A minute 20 to go in the first, and the Owls trail George Fox 16-13 on 104.3 and 960 Sports, online at OregonTechOwls.com. Back into the action with Lady Owls basketball. Driving inside, going up with the left hand and landed in was Kaylee Elliott with a 2-point bucket. Brings Tech within one, 16-15 with a minute to go in the first. They trail the George Fox Bruins in the second day of the Lithia Classic. George Fox with it now. Emma Reed along the near side. The sophomore tries to kick it near corner to Eggers. Eggers puts it on the deck and a whistle along the near side. And I think Ellie Kent got in there a little bit too close for comfort. The freshman charged with the foul. That's her first. George Fox inbounds, top of the key to Reed. She dishes it over to Bartles. Inside was Eggers, and she goes up with a shot. It will be Wells to inbound for the Bruins. Shot clock at 14 seconds in the first quarter. Wells kicks it inside to Bartles. About an 8-foot jumper was no good. Rebound was snagged by Stevens. She goes up for the putback, and a foul is called. That's going to go against Olivia Sprague. Sprague picking up her first foul. At the line for two is Emily Stevens, and we'll remind you that tonight's broadcast brought to you by Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Picking the right path can make the journey easier, the distance shorter, and can assure that you end up at the right place. Whether you're dreaming of owning a home or you just want a great checking account, Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union can help you reach your goals. First free throw is good. The second one clanked off the rim, and George Fox leads 17-15. 35 seconds to go in the first. Olivia Sprague taking a spring, spinning to her left, goes up with the right-hand floater. My goodness, Olivia Sprague ties the game at 17 with 21 seconds to go in the first. With it now is Bartles. Bartles dishing it over to Stevens. Stevens with a quick pass coming near side to Eggers. Eggers dishing it over to Wells. Wells taking a screen, trying to drive along the left, blocking contact underneath. This is a blocking foul against Gabby Gascon. 50-50 call goes against the Owls with 4.8 seconds, and with that being a shooter, Wells will go to the line for two. And Coach Poach asking for clarification and gets what he, I think, is asking for. First free throw was no good. And now we wait for the second shot from Wells. A high free throw shot. Clanks off the back iron. No good. Ball loose. 3 seconds. Owls trying to get a shot off, and they will not. Sprague fires a half-court shot for fun. Banks off the shot clock, and it's no good. The Bruins lead the Owls 18-17 after one quarter. We'll be back with the second on 104.3 and 960 Sports, online at OregonTechOwls.com.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment. And that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
At Klamath Falls Toyota, you'll experience our goal to completely satisfy every customer, every day. Because our customers are like family to us. You'll also experience the teamwork of our professional and knowledgeable staff. They're authentic, caring, and the best in the industry. And when you choose from our great selection of new Toyotas or quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, you'll experience a process that's efficient, easy, and transparent. Experience amazing at Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Been a close opening 10 minutes as the Lady Owls trail the George Fox Bruins 18-17 as we get ready to begin the second quarter. Just about as close as you can get. 1 point separates the two squads, and the difference so far has been Oregon Tech's edge on the glass, 10 rebounds to the Bruins 6, but each team 7 for 14 from the floor. Each team has made 3 free throws, and we're back into the action. Gascon bringing it up the floor, kicking it inside to Tull. Tull goes up with a right spin and the right hand and knocks down the bucket. The Owls take their first lead of the night, 19-18, with 9:45 to go in the first half. Bringing it up now for the Bruins is Marissa Bartles. Bartles kicking it over to Steven. Steven driving along the right side, goes up with the right hand, doesn't put enough on it, falls just short. Sprague bringing it up the floor, goes along the left side. Dribbles, steps back with the right hand. Now kicks it near side to Elquist. Elquist with a 3, rattles around the rim. Will it drop? Yes, it does. And the Owls nail their first three-pointer courtesy of Alexis Elquist from the University of Nevada, the first-year transfer and junior for Oregon Tech. Builds the Lady Owls a 4-point lead, 22-18, 9 minutes to go in the second. Here we go, it's Reed. Bring it along, top of the key. Reed spins around, trying to find an open player, kicks it alongside, far side to Eggers. Trying to put it on the deck. Stevens inside is tripped up and a foul. This one is coming along Kent again. That will be Kent's second foul. And I don't think that was a shooting foul. We're just trying to find out who's going to inbound it for the Bruins. And it will be Alyssa Wells from Brighton, Colorado. Wells trying to bounce it inside. The pass goes awry, but Yoshitake brings it up. Now over to Ryan. Ryan trying to drive right side. And another whistle. And that is another foul on Ellie Kent. That's her third in this first half. So she's going to take a seat on the bench. Alex Conley checks in for the Lady Owls. Wells still trying to inbound it. Lofts it inside to Ryan. Ryan with a right-hand layup, and it is good. 22-20. Lady Owls still lead. Sprague trying to drive the right side. Kicks it out to Gascon, still along the right wing. Back to Sprague. She pops a three-point shot and swishes it. And they're only going to give Sprague 2, 24-20. 8:32 to go in the second quarter. Sprague with 6 points. Her and Tull lead the team, each with 6. Wells, Tull pass to Yoshitake. Now near side dish to Lacey. She fires 3, no good. Rebound George Fox as Hines grabs it. Wells over to Hines. She fires 3 again, no good. Hines grabs her own rebound. Kick over to Wells. She shoots 3. That's no good. Sprague finally collecting a rebound for the Lady Owls. Sprague taking it up, dribbles into a 3, fires. That's no good. Scuffle for the ball underneath the basket and a foul. Oregon Tech shooting 1 for 4 from three-point land. The George Fox Bruins 1 for 10 from beyond the arc. There's one thing you can say, they are not afraid to shoot the basketball, although it hasn't dropped for them so far. Tech leads by 4, 24-20, 7:50 to go in the first half. Yoshitake dishing it over to Wells. Wells pump fake, puts it on the deck, now at the free throw line, kicking it inside to Hines. Hines puts up a shot, no good. Rebound George Fox. Ryan kicks it outside to Lacey. 2-point jumper, that rattles home. Sprague bringing it up now for the Lady Owls. Tries to slow down as she crosses the timeline to direct traffic, takes a screen, kicks it over far side to Conley. Conley back over to Elquist. Elquist trying to find a player inside, just steps into a three. Elquist swishes it. 27-22, 7:16 to go in the second, and the Owls lead. Elquist with 6 points tonight. With it now is Jordan Ryan, the junior from Vancouver, Washington. Dishing it over to Lacey. Lacey over to Wells. Wells putting it on the deck, crosses to her right, back inside to Lacey, and she lays it up and in for two. Gascon coming along the right side. Brings it back top of the key. Gascon kicks it near side to Sprague along the right wing. Now top of the key to Maddie Toll. Going inside to Elquist. Elquist puts up another shot, and it's good. 6.5 to go in the second. 29-24. Tech leads the Bruins. And Elquist has got 8 points. She leads the team. Ryan going to get it near side to Lacey. Dribbles left wing, kicks it back inside to Ryan. Ryan, tall pass intended inside for Hines, but it gets knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Tech, and a substitution coming in for OIT. Kaylee Elliott and Melissa Lee each check in as Tech adds a little bit of height to the floor. George Fox keeps control of the basketball. Lofting it to Lacey, over to Yoshitake. Long three, splash for the George Fox Bruins. 29-27, Tech still leads. 6:13 to go in the second. Sprague moves to her right, pump fake at the free throw line, kicks it outside. A three-point shot is no good from Ching. Melissa Lee with the rebound. She tries to put it back up. That's no good. Ball still up for grabs, and it's going to be a foul. Missed the substitution for Chelsea Ching checking into the game from Folsom, California. The 5'6" freshman making an appearance for the Lady Owls. Oregon Tech shooting 54.5% from the floor. 2 for 6 from three-point land. Here we go, 5:52 to go in the second. 2-point ball game. Tech leads 29-27. Lacey with it, kicks it over to Yoshitake. Now to Ritter. Ritter tries to find Yoshitake and did. Sprague in the way, but the Bruins recover, and that's going to be a travel for Yoshitake. Lifted that plant foot, and a turnover. George Fox, their 8th turnover of the game. Compare that to 5 for the Lady Owls. Olivia Sprague from Klatskanai bringing it up. Brings along the right side, kicking it over to Lee. Lee to Ching, top of the key. Long three is off the front iron, no good. Rebound grabbed by Eggers. Kicks it over to Yoshitake. Yoshitake guarded by Ching, top of the key. She finds Eggers, Lacey, back to Yoshitake. Now to Lacey. Lacey, Yoshitake, left wing three. Air ball, no good. Rebound up for grabs, snagged by Elliott. And that's going to be a foul inside for Jenna Lacey. That's Lacey's first foul, as Gascon is going to check in for Chelsea Ching. Emma Reed in for George Fox. Jenna Lacey steps out. We'll get you the 5 on the floor for Oregon Tech. It's Kaylee Elliott, Gabby Gascon, Olivia Sprague, Melissa Lee, and Maddie Toll. Lee with it, dribbling with her right hand along the right block, lays it up and in for 2. 31-27, under 5 minutes to go in the second, and Tech leads. Emma Reed bringing it up, the 5'6" sophomore. Pauses, trying to direct some traffic. Is going to kick it over to Ritter. Ritter along the right wing, back to Reed. Reed kicks it over to Yoshitake. Left side, Yoshitake puts it on the deck, kicks it inside to Ritter. Ritter back outside to Reed. She drives the baseline, up with the shot, no good. Rebound snagged by Elliott. Sprague bringing it up the floor, trying to push tempo. Slows down after crossing midcourt. Sprague guarded by Reed. She's trying to clear out the right side, calling for a screen from Lee. Dishes it to Lee along the right side. Lee brings it back at the free throw line. Kicks it outside to Gascon, now Sprague, right corner. Sprague takes the Elliott screen, dribbles left, goes right, takes it inside to Elliott. Elliott bumped on the shot, no call, and a missed bucket. Bringing it up now is Yoshitoke, left wing, trying to bounce it over to Eggers. Eggers near corner, kicks it over to Ritter for the near side three, no good. Sprague bringing it up now for the Owls. Kicks it over to Gascon, wide open three, and that's good! And she is emphatic with the celebration as the Owls go up 7, 34-27, 3:41 to go in the second. It's Yoshitoke with it. Near side to Reed. Reed back to Yoshitoke. She puts it on the deck. Kick over to right side. Ryan there for it. Ryan puts it on the floor. Over to Yoshitoke. Brings it along the right side. It's picked away by Sprague. One-on-one. It's a foot race to the bucket. Sprague with the right hand. It's good. Timeout's going to be called by Coach Coppolino. His Bruins need a minute. 3:19 to go in the second. 36-27, and the Lady Owls lead on 104.3 and 960 Sports, online at OregonTechOwls.com.
Boss, we're running out of room for new cars. What should we do? Rams up front, certified up front. Boss!
What?
What do we do?
We're gonna lower the prices even more.
The construction sale during Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Klamath Falls. We get it.
Glad you could be with us courtside at the Lithia Classic at Danny Miles Court on 104.3 and 960 Sports, online at OregonTechOwls.com. My name is Josh Eldridge. 3:19 to go in the second, and Tech leads the Bruins 36-27. Yoshitoke feeling pressure, and the Bruins trying to get it up the floor. A fire pass to Ritter, trying to get it back to Reed, and throws it behind her, and the Tech defense applying pressure and forcing a turnover. 9th turnover of the evening for George Fox, still in the first half. And it's going to be Gascon to bring it up. Gascon bringing it on the left side, kicks it to Tull, top of the key. Tull over to Elliott, left elbow, outside to Gascon. Gascon takes the screen, trying to move along the right side, dishes it to Conley. Conley feeling pressure, back to Gascon. Gascon moving around the right side, a beautiful bounce pass inside to Tull, and she converts. 2-point bucket for the Lady Owls. They're up by 11. It's their biggest lead of the night, 38-27. 2:43 to go in the second. Bringing it up now is Kylie Ritter. Ritter feeling the pressure. Bounce pass to Yoshitoke. Over to Reed along the right wing. Back to Yoshitoke, incoming, boy oh boy. The pass goes awry, 2:27 to go in the second, and the Owls force another turnover, the 10th one of the night for the Bruins. And a substitution coming in for the Lady Bruins. In for Kylie Ritter is Alyssa Wells. All right, Gascon bringing it up. Gets around the Elliott screen. Elliott gets it back now, dishes it to Gascon. Near side to Lee. Lee pass inside to Tull, and a foul underneath the bucket. It's Emily Stevens, the senior from Medford, Oregon. Cascade Christian High School picking up the foul. Elliott to inbound. Kicks it top of the key to Gascon. Gascon taking the Lee screen to her right, inside to Lee. Lee puts it on the deck, loses the dribble, recollects, trying to spin around to her left, and another foul on the floor. This is going to be on George Fox, number 20, Claire Hines. Olivia Sprague set to check in, and Gabby Gascon checks out. Elliott to inbound. Finds Sprague. Top of the key, Sprague inside the Tull. Tull spins around to her left. Up with the shot, foul, and the bucket. Addie Tull getting physical underneath the hoop. And she will shoot one after the 2-point shot. 40-27 Tech, continuing to build this lead with 2 minutes to go in the second. So far tonight for Tech, they are 3 for 4 at the line, looking to add one more here. Shots up, and it's good. So the Owls lead George Fox 41-27, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. With it is Wells, kicks it back to Yoshitoke, now to Reed, far side. Back to Wells, top of the key. Wells feeling pressure from Lee, trying to go left with it. Hand off to Yoshitoke. Yoshitoke has it poked loose for a second by Lee, now backs up. Yoshitoke, inside pass, intended for Hines, is taken away by the Owls. Melissa Lee, 1-on-2, going to the basket. Tries to find her teammate, Conley. She collects it, kicks it outside to Elliott for a long three. It's no good and a whistle. Find out what the call is. This is coming against Emily Stevens. Stevens picking up her third foul. Gascon checks in for Melissa Lee. And with that third foul, Stevens checks out for George Fox. Jayla Eggers back in. Also, Jordan Ryan popping back into the game for Claire Hines. All right. Madison Toll will shoot 2 for Oregon Tech as they are in the bonus. First free throw is good. Little things can add up to big bills when you're buying, selling, or owning a home, and that's why Coldwell Banker Home and Premier Realty's exclusive Beyond the Sale guarantees protect buyers, sellers, and homeowners from unexpected repair bills. To learn more, call Coldwell Banker Home and Premier Realty today. Second free throw from Tull is also good. Tech leads 43-27, a minute 24 to go in the opening half. And the Owls continuing to shoot very well from the penalty stripe tonight, 6 for 7 on such attempts. Emma Reed bringing the ball up for George Fox, bouncing it over to Eggers. Eggers dishing it over to Wells. Wells takes a screen, now at the free throw line. Along the left elbow, trying to find Yoshitake. Wells does get it to Yoshitake. She goes up high off the glass, and a challenging shot. And the Bruins get the bucket, 43-29, a minute to go in the second quarter. Gascon bringing it up. Gascon feeling pressure from Yoshitoke. Spins around to her right, goes left, kicks it outside. Three-point shot is good from Jenna Wallace, Oregon Tech. Wallace, the junior from Reading, getting on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Wells fires a three on the other side. Back iron, no good. Sprague skies for the rebound. 34 seconds to go. Only about 5 seconds separate shot clock and game clock. Sprague slowing things down. She's going to go left. Now cuts right. A beautiful move inside. 11-foot jumper's no good. And now Yoshitoke bringing it up. Kicks it over to Wells. Wells pump fakes. Now at the free throw line. Kicks it outside to Yoshitoke. Near wing three is no good. Tech with the rebound. 2 seconds to go. Sprague is going to heave it. Overhand throw. No good. We go to halftime with a score of 46-29. We'll be back with halftime stats, and we'll take a look at the upcoming third quarter as we continue your coverage of the Lithia Classic here at Danny Miles Court. You're listening to coverage on 104.3 and 960 Sports with video on OregonTechOwls.com.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
Boss, we're running out of room for new cars. What should we do? Rams up front, certified up front. Boss!
What?
What do we do?
We're gonna lower the prices even more.
The construction sale during Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Klamath Falls. We get it.
From our humble beginnings serving members from a small garage to today, serving communities across Southern Oregon, Rogue Credit Union was founded on the idea that together we're stronger. For over 60 years, Rogue has been living, giving, supporting local, committed to lending a hand. Where you're more than just an auto loan or checking account, you're an owner, just like our founders intended back in that small garage in 1956. Living local, it's a Rogue thing.
When you think fun, think Clamoya Casino. Harvest your wins every Friday and win up to $500 cash. On Easiest Pie, Swipe, and Win Thursdays, take home up to $100 cash. Plus, on Sundays, earn points to get top quality IKO Black Diamond cookware. Veterans get a free windbreaker on Veterans Day. Win electronic items on Black Friday. Stay and play at Clamoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
There's a collision happening between science and innovation, environment and technology, thriving together in a place you might not have heard of. But the ones who discover us, they're the originators, working and learning in living labs that produce life-changing results and developing innovations that will change the next millennium. There's a collision happening. Be part of it. Be Oregon Tech.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Don't stress, just save up to $200 on select tires with financing at our Les Schwab Fall Tire Sale. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Feeding and watering, building, tending, and mending, 1 foot in front of the other, day after day, season after season. At Coastal, we're proud to say we've walked a mile or two in boots just like yours. That's why our stores are stocked with everything you need by folks who care. Find your store or shop now at coastalcountry.com with shipments to your door, in-store, or curbside. We are Coastal, and we're just what the country needs.
Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Klamath Falls Honda and Klamath Falls Subaru. I've lived here my whole life. Most of our employees have lived here their whole life too. Our sales, service, parts, and body shop teams are all staffed with experienced local folks. You know them and they know you. Our dealerships are comfortable and not corporate. Comfortable means we're focused on you. I'm Rob, and I'm glad to know you.
There's a collision happening between science and innovation, environment and technology, thriving together in a place you might not have heard of. But the ones who discover us, they're the originators, working and learning in living labs that produce life-changing results and developing innovations that will change the next millennium. There's a collision happening. Be part of it. Be Oregon Tech.
2 for 2 from beyond the three-point arc. She has had a really impressive game. Again, those 8 points have come at a great cost. She has looked acrobatic under the bucket, and of course nailing those 2 triples. Olivia Sprague, just about what you'd expect from Oregon Tech's point guard, returning All-Cascade Collegiate Conference guard, 4 of 6 from the field, and she has got 8 points tonight. She's also got 3 assists, and there's the second point that we're looking to make here, and that is the assist to turnover ratio. Oregon Tech leading 46-29 thanks to 9 assists and 5 turnovers. Compare that to just 8 assists and 11 turnovers for George Fox. It was a pretty clean game in the first quarter, a quarter in which the Bruins won 18-17, and then only notching 11 points in the second quarter. Compare that to 29 from Oregon Tech. They looked quite a bit improved after that first quarter break. Other thing we'll bring up is the three-point shooting for each of these teams. Oregon Tech has shot the three-point bucket nicely tonight at a 4 for 9 clip. Meantime, George Fox shooting 2 of 15 from beyond the three-point arc. Again, one thing you could say of them, they've taken over half of their shots are three-pointers, and they have only made 2 of them. 2 for 15 from beyond the arc. That is something that I'm sure they'll want to clean up. The other thing we'll mention for Oregon Tech, they are 6 of 7 from the free throw arc tonight. They have looked very good in that metric as well. You take a look now at some of the rebounding numbers for Tech. They are out rebounding George Fox 18-14. 6 of those rebounds belong to Kaylee Elliott, who has been a menace on the glass tonight for the Lady Owls. 5 of those 6 defensive rebounds. She's also got 4 points tonight, and coming off of that 1 offensive rebound this evening. Look at some of the minutes that are being played tonight. 19 minutes for Olivia Sprague out of 20 possible minutes. She has played quite a bit tonight. Expect to see more of that moving forward throughout the evening. She is really the motor that keeps this Oregon Tech Owls team in motion as they lead 46-29 at halftime tonight. Just to look at some of the other scorers tonight for Oregon Tech: 5 points for Melissa Lee, 4 points for Kaylee Elliott, 3 for each of Gabby Gascon and Jenna Wallace. She made that 1 3-point bucket, and 2 for Ellie Kent, who got into a little bit of foul trouble, had to sit for most of that second quarter, has only played 5 minutes tonight, but looking for more from her in that second half as well. She's made her only shot that she's taken, a 2-point field goal back in the first quarter. Again, Oregon Tech leading 46-29 at halftime, their second game of the season. After tonight's Lithia Classic is concluded, the Lady Owls will hit the road. They're going to McMinnville to play Linfield in an exhibition game 1 week from today on Saturday at 5 o'clock. No coverage of that game, but we will be back on Wednesday the 16th when the Lady Owls travel to Redding, California to take on Simpson. You can listen to that game right here on 104.3 and 960 Sports with video on OregonTechOwls.com. And then finally, the Lady Owls will return home to play Pacific Union on Saturday the 19th right here at Danny Miles Court. Tip-off at 6:30 on 104.3 960 Sports. Heading down to Rockland, California for the Bill Holtz Warrior Classic at the end of November before you start league play on December 2nd. And you're going to LeGrand and you're going to Caldwell right out of the gate to take on Eastern Oregon and College of Idaho. And, you know, some might say, and again, I said this at the top of the broadcast, I would agree with anyone who said this statement. That's the toughest road trip of the year. And if Lady Owls can come home from that, you get that road trip out of the way early. Then you've got back-to-back series, if you will, at home, hosting Southern, and then the weekend against Northwest and Evergreen, and kind of alternating between being at home and on the road thereafter before the end of conference play on the 18th of February. The Lady Owls wrapping up the season on the road in that month at Salem and Corbin University. At halftime tonight, in just the second game of the season, after coming off a 64-59 win last night, the Lady Owls much improved. Again, 36 turnovers was the final tally last night for Oregon Tech. After a half of basketball tonight, you're at 5. That is much more the number I think interim and first-year head coach Paul Poach is a little bit more into that 5 turnover number rather than the 36. Either way, his team leads in a big way. 46-29 at halftime. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be ready for the third quarter. You're listening to Lady Owls basketball and the Oregon Lithia Classic on 104.3 and 960 Sports. Online also at OregonTechOwls.com. We'll be back. Should have warned you guys, this was a 3-minute break, so 2:20 left in the break. We're almost ready for third quarter basketball tonight from Danny Miles Court. It is the Oregon Lithia Classic and the final game of the tournament. So glad I could be with you. My name is Josh Eldridge, filling in for Hall of Fame broadcaster Bobby Thompson and Mike Safford. They're actually going to the Midwest for next week's games as the Oregon Tech Hustlin' Owls get ready to play a couple of ranked teams. You can find schedules on OregonTechOwls.com. Men will be broadcast, of course, on OregonTechOwls.com and on your radio at 92.5 KLAD, your home all season long. For Oregon Tech Hustlin' Owls basketball, you can find Lady Owls basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports. As we get ready for the third quarter, the 5 on the floor for the Oregon Tech Lady Owls, it's going to be Olivia Sprague, Ellie Kent, Maddie Tull, Alexis Elquist, and Melissa Lee. As the Lady Owls lead after 20 minutes, 46-29. They have shot the ball well from beyond the arc. They've shot the ball even better from the penalty stripe, and they haven't turned it over too much. Only 5 turnovers through that first half, and looking to continue that here as the Bruins will start with possession in the third quarter. 5 on the floor for them. It's Emma Reed, Jenna Lacey, Alyssa Wells, Alexa Border, and Emily Stevens. Quick shot for Jenna Lacey and a 2-point bucket. Now a 15-point ball game, 46-31 Owls. 9:43 to go in the third. Olivia Sprague trying to drive along the right side, kicks it out to Maddie Tull. Near side 3 for Kent. It's no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. And possession to George Fox. As Ellie Kent took the shot there, the freshman from Bend, Oregon. And she sat most of that first half. She's got 3 fouls. So that'll be something we keep track of here in the second half, but she's on the floor now. Reed going to kick it over to Stevens. Stevens to Wells. Wells coming along top of the key, trying to find Reed on the far corner. Reed bringing it around top of the key. Kicks it over to Jordan Ryan, who fires a 3-point shot. That's no good. Sprague with the rebound. She's bringing it up, trying to push tempo. Kicks it near side to Kent. Kent fakes left, goes right, inside, spins around to her left, and collects a foul on the shot. She'll shoot 2. And we'll remind you that tonight's broadcast on 104.3 and 960 Sports is brought to you by Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness have the most understanding trainers you could ask for. Their workouts make you feel motivated and accomplished all day long. Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness wants you to lose those reins and get your gains. First free throw from Kent is good, so Tech leads by 16 now, 47-31. Second free throw shot on the way. That one is good as well. So a quick 2-for-2 trip for Ellie Kent. Puts the Owls up 48-31 with 9 minutes to go in the third. Alyssa Wells kicks it ahead to Lacey. Lacey dribbling along the right wing, kicks it back to Wells. Wells back to Lacey. Lacey thinking about going baseline, kicks it back to Wells. Wells trying to find Reed, left wing. Bouncing it inside to Stevens. The ball goes out of bounds. And possession will stay with the Bruins. So now it's Alyssa Wells to inbound. Underneath her own bucket. Kicks it top of the key to Ryan. Ryan hands it off to Wells along the left wing. Wells dribbling, trying to find Lacey. Top of the key. The ball stolen away by Sprague. Sprague is bumped in a foot race, picks up the dribble, now is going to the rim and converts through double coverage. 2-point layup for Olivia Sprague. That gives her 10 points on the night. Sprague is going to wrap up Stevens on the near side. And so George Fox will inbound along the near sideline. Reed going to kick it to Wells. Wells bouncing it to the left wing to Stevens. She tries to drive inside, but a whistle stops the play. And Kent picks up her 4th foul, so she'll find herself on the bench swiftly here in the third quarter. 8:14 to go. Tech leads by 19, 50-31. Checking into the game for Tech was Elquist. No, pardon me, it was Kennedy Tull. 2-point shot missed on the other side for the Bruins. Sprague trying to kick it ahead to Melissa Lee. Lee, a shot from about 5 feet out, banks it in, and it's good. Melissa Lee now with 5 points. 52-31, Tech leads, 7:55 to go in the third. Reed with it now, along the left side. Brings it along top of the key. Lee over to Wells. She takes a floater shot, no good. Rebound collected by George Fox with the putback. Lacey, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession Tech. Sprague bringing it up. Alexis Elquist kicking along the right side. Sprague still with it. Kicking it inside to Elquist. Goes along the right block, spins to her left, tries to put up a shot. Tripped up on her way down, and that's going to be a shooting foul, so Elquist will go to the line. Elquist, so far in this game, has yet to take any free throws. She'll be shooting 2. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Klamath Falls Subaru. Through the Subaru Love Promise and Subaru Share the Love events, Klamath Falls Subaru has donated thousands of dollars to dozens of hometown charities. Comfortable and not corporate. Klamath Falls Subaru, stop by and say hi. Couple of free throws. Tech leads 53-31, under 7.5 to go in the third. Reed puts it on the deck, goes with the left hand, switches to her right, goes up with the right hand, the shot no good. Long rebound collected by Wells. Wells dribbling behind her back, finds Lacey, the left wing shot, and it's good. 20-point game. Tech still leads. It's Sprague trying to find Toll inside, a beautiful pass. Toll up high off the glass with the left hand. 55-33, and timeout called by Coach Mike Coppolino. His fourth season for George Fox. 6:52 to go on the third, 55-33. Tech leads on 104.3 and 960 Sports, online at OregonTechOwls.com.
Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Klamath Falls Honda and Klamath Falls Subaru. I've lived here my whole life. Most of our employees have lived here their whole life too. Our sales, service, parts, and body shop teams are all staffed with experienced local folks. You know them and they know you. Our dealerships are comfortable and not corporate. Comfortable means we're focused on you. I'm Rob, and I'm glad to know you.
Tech is Maddie Tull. She's got 13 points. Olivia Sprague right there as well. She's got 10 tonight. And the Owls have done a good job of forcing the issue, creating turnovers, and not turning the ball over too much themselves. George Fox at 13 turnovers right now. And the Bruins will start with the ball. Here's Emma Reed. Brings it up along the left side, guarded by Sprague. Quick pass over to Wells. Wells, right elbow, kicks it outside to Lacey. Back to Wells, driving in at the free throw line. A no-look pass over to Stevens. Stevens bounces it back outside to Lacey, and before she could, she travels. Lacey picking up the call underneath the bucket, and some subs coming in for George Fox. It's going to be number 13, Kylie Ritter, number 10, Jayla Eggers, and number 20, Claire Hines. 5 on the floor for Tech. It's Sprague, Elquist, Tull, and Lee. Lee driving to the bucket, collects the pass, misses the close shot, collects her own rebound, passes it inside to Kennedy Tull. Kennedy Tull still scrambling for the basketball. Outside to Elquist. She fires three, front iron no good. Rebound still up for grabs, finally collected by the Bruins. Bringing it up the floor now is Lacey. Lacey to Wells, now back to Lacey along the left side. Lacey swings it over to Wells, catch and shoot three, back iron no good, and Lee collects the rebound. Sprague pushing tempo, steps back and slows things down. Sprague along the right side, now kicks it over to Elquist, near side to Tull. Tull, top of the key to Sprague. Sprague puts it on the deck, left elbow jumper no good. Tull tried to collect the rebound, but the Bruins come away with it. Wells racing up the floor against Melissa Lee. Goes up with the shot. It rolls in. She gets the hoop and the harm. And going to the line is going to be Alyssa Wells. Makes it a 20-point game, 55-35, 5:25 to go in the third quarter. And shooting one after the 2-point bucket is Alyssa Wells. Checking in for Tech, it's Kaylee Elliott and Gabby Gascon. Wells' free throw is good. All right, Gascon bringing it up for the Lady Owls. Quickly over to Elliott, back to Kennedy Tull. Kennedy Tull driving the left side with the left-hand layup, no good. Rebound collected by Maddie Tull, kicked outside to Elliott for a left elbow jumper. That one won't go as well. Collecting the rebound was Alex Conley. Goes back up with it. And Conley was hacked there, so Kaylee Elliott will inbound. Elliott kicking out near side to Kennedy Tull. Tull over to Gascon. Gascon calling for a screen and some contact between Elliott and Hines at the free throw line. This one is going to go against Hines. Elliott to inbound. Can't find anyone right away and held it for too long. 5-second violation. And so that'll be George Fox basketball. Jenna Lacey to inbound for the Lady Bruins. Tech leads 55-36, 5:03 to go in the third. The final game of the Oregon Lithia Classic. With it now is Marissa Bartles for George Fox, kicking it near side to, or far side to Ritter. Ritter now trying to drive inside, feeling contact from Gascon and a whistle. And so it is Gascon who is going to pick up the foul. And we're going to take a timeout. 4:51 to go in the third, and Tech leads 55-36. You've got continuing coverage of Lady Owls basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports, online at OregonTechOwls.com.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Welcome back on 104.3 and 960 Sports, online at OregonTechOwls.com. Coming back from the break with 4:48 to go in the third. Tech leads George Fox 55-36, and the Bruins have the ball. It's Yoshitake dribbling inside, feeling contact from Maddie Tull, throws up a shot off the side of the backboard, and Tull collects the rebound. Gascon trying to throw it ahead to Tull, and the pass intercepted by the Bruins. Yoshitake bringing it up now for George Fox, kicking it near side to Ritter. Ritter back to Yoshitake, well beyond the three-point arc by the Oregon Tech logo here at Danny Miles Court. All right, it's going to be handed off to Bartles. Bartles covered by Elliott, kicks it over to Yoshitake. Yoshitake at the free throw line, kicks it over far corner over to Eggers. Eggers back to Yoshitake for three, rattles out, no good. Rebound snagged by Elliott. Loose ball collected by Oregon Tech's Gabby Gascon as she brings it up. Gascon to Elliott. Just beyond the three-point arc, kicks it over to Kennedy Tull. Gascon now over to Conley. Conley putting it on the deck, back to Gascon. Gascon taking the Elliott screen, dribbles into a three, it's good! 58-36, Tech leads 3:40 to go in the third quarter. It's Hines with it now. Hines over to Yoshitake, catch and shoot three, far corner, off the glass, no good. And Maddie Tull collects the board. Gabby Gascon bringing it up, pushing the tempo. She steps back, kicks it over to Elliott. She steps into a three. That one's no good, off the side of the rim. Rebound is collected by Alex Conley. Conley out to Gascon. Gascon trying to drive inside, kicks it outside to Tull, but a foul called before the pass. Ortels collects the foul, and checking in for Tech is Jenna Wallace and Chelsea Ching. In for Kennedy Tull and Maddie Tull. Shooting 2 is Gabby Gascon. A fine time to remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Refuel after the game at Mountain Mike's. You've earned a pizza made with 100% whole milk mozzarella and toppings piled so high that you'll need a mountain guide to reach the top. Mountain Mike's Pizza on Washburn near Walmart Shopping Center. Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be. 60-36. Tech leads 3:10 to go in the third, and bringing it up is Emma Reed for the Bruins. Over to Yoshitake. Yoshitake fires in a pass to Stevens. Stevens puts it on the deck. Outside to Wells. Wells across the court to Reed. She fires 3. Back iron, no good, and Elliott collects the board. Sprague pushing tempo on the other side for Tech. Dribbling in, now steps back. Slows things down. Kicks it over to Ching. Ching back to Conley. Conley puts it on the deck, spins around to her left, kicks it outside to Elliott. 17-foot jumper's good, 62-36. Tech leads in the third, 2:34 to go in this frame. Yoshitake bringing it across the timeline for the Bruins. Takes a screen, kicks it over to Wells. Wells thought about a 3. Now kicks it far side over to Reed. Reed feeling the defender, trying to dribble in through double coverage. Kicks it back outside to Stevens. Stevens back to Reed. Reed fires it over to Wells. Wells fakes going left, goes right, fires a shot. Off the glass, no good, and Stevens ends up on the ground. There's a whistle. This one is going against Jenna Wallace. Wallace, the junior, 6 foot tall from Redding, California, picks up the call there, and the foul was called on the floor. Or was it a shooting foul? Oh no, that puts George Fox in the bonus. And so shooting 1-and-1 is Emily Stevens. First shot's good. Oh, shooting 2, okay. Score 62-37. Stevens' second free throw is good as well. 62-38 Tech leads as we are approaching the 2-minute mark to go in the third quarter. Olivia Sprague bringing it up. Sprague trying to direct some traffic. Feeling the pressure. The Bruins jump the screen. Pass goes inside to Conley. Conley trying to dish it inside to Wallace, but the pass picked away. Yoshitake on the other side for the Bruins. Fires it inside to Stevens, but a great play by Jenna Wallace. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Bruins basketball, but disrupting the pass and an easy bucket. Wallace comes out and Maddie Tull checks back in. A great effort to stop an easy score. Bruins have it. Wells to inbound. Wells kicks it to Ryan. Ryan is going to collect a whistle against Elliott, and she will go to the line for 2. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Having the right set of tires and wheels on your vehicle is just part of an essential safety checklist. That's why Les Schwab does more than install just tires and wheels. Come on in for a free pre-trip safety check. They're going to make sure that everything is in working order at Les Schwab Tires. 3 locations in the Basin, 1 on South 6th, 1 on Washburn Way, and 1 in Merrill. Les Schwab's been doing the right thing since 1952. 2 missed free throws for George Fox, and Olivia Sprague has it along the left side wing. Kicks it to Elliott, and Sprague collects the basketball again. Deft with the dribble. Kicks it over to Conley, who drives on the right baseline. Tries to find its way to Elliott, but it's tipped by George Fox as it goes out of bounds. And so it will remain Tech basketball. Melissa Lee checks in for Alex Conley. And so the Owls will inbound. Lee to inbound. Finds Sprague. Sprague takes the Tull screen, spins around inside the paint. A beautiful move by Olivia Sprague. She collects another bucket and pushes Tech's lead to 26, 64-38. A minute 12 to go in this third quarter. Yoshitake, kick over to Reed. Reed puts it on the deck, feels some pressure, and another whistle against Tech. And more free throws coming for George Fox. They haven't shot extraordinary from the line, only 60% for George Fox tonight. at the free throw line. Reed makes her first shot. And the second one coming is going to rattle around the rim, but find its way home. 24-point game, 64-40, a minute 2 to go in the third. Melissa Lee driving, loses the dribble, and Jordan Ryan picks it up for the Bruins. Pushing the pace now is Wells. Wells, left elbow jumper, off the glass, no good. Kaylee Elliott collects the glass. Olivia Sprague bringing it up in transition for Tech. She's trying to bring it up there herself. Right-handed layup is good. Olivia Sprague turning it on in the third quarter, 66-40. Lady Owls lead with 37 seconds to go in the third. Reed passing it inside. A nice shot by Stevens, puts it up and in, and feeling the contact, but no whistle. 66-42. About 5 seconds separate. Oh, pardon me, no. Shot clock is off, 20 seconds to go. Sprague trying to find a player, finds Elliott, top of the key. Elliott zipping it inside the toe. Toe thought she was held trying to get to the basketball, but just goes out of bounds. 13.3 seconds in this third quarter, and the Bruins likely to get this final possession. Have time to bring it up the floor, but Sprague going to pressure. Lacey bringing it up, kicking it near side to Yoshitoke. 7 seconds now. She fires three. That one bounces around, no good. Collecting the rebound was Egger. She puts it up and is fouled on the shot with 0.6 seconds. Eggers going to the line, shooting two. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Abby's Legendary Pizza. If you're looking for a great place to eat, head to one of Abby's Legendary Pizza locations for some of the best pizza in the Klamath Basin at 1919 Austin Street or at 2226 Shalleck Street near OIT. Couple of free throws with 0.6 seconds to go. That will end the quarter. 66-44, Tech remaining out in front as we head into the final frame from Danny Miles Court and the Oregon Lithia Classic. Coverage continues next on 104.3 and 960 Sports, online at OregonTechEls.com.
There's a collision happening between science and innovation, environment and technology, thriving together in a place you might not have heard of. But the ones who discover us, they're the originators, working and learning in living labs that produce life-changing results and developing innovations that will change the next millennium. There's a collision happening. Be part of it. Be Oregon Tech.
Another big quarter for the Lady Owls as they won the third 20-15, and they lead the game 66-44 over the George Fox Bruins as we enter the fourth and final frame here from Danny Miles Court, the Oregon Lithia Classic on 104.3 and 960 Sports and OregonTechOwls.com. Chelsea Ching has it on the near side, takes an Elquist screen, now trying to drive left baseline, spins around, kicks it outside to Elquist. Catch and shoot, three is good! Elquist filling up that bucket with a three-pointer. She has done a great job tonight. Elquist with 12 points. And all of them on made three, or 9 of them on made three-pointers. Reed with it on the other side now for the Bruins. Kicks it outside to Yoshitoke. Now it's Lacey. Near side jumper, no good. Rebound collected by Gascon. Gascon kicking it over to Sprague. Catch and shoot. Three is good. Olivia Sprague lighting up the scoreboard as well. 17 points for the sophomore. Her team up 72-44. 9 minutes to go in the fourth. Reed with it now. Feeling the pressure, kicks it over to Yoshitake, kicks it back outside to Reed. She fires three, that one's no good. And now Olivia Sprague trying to push tempo once again. Beautiful bounce pass to Gascon and the right-handed layup. And Olivia Sprague now sharing the love as the Owls lead by 30, 74-44, 8.5 to go in the final quarter. Emma Reed with it against Gascon, takes a screen. Kicks it back over to Yoshitoke. She thought about three, but now just dribbling it along the left wing. Bouncing it inside to Eggers. Eggers fires across the court. Reed, catch and shoot three. That one rims out, no good. Rebound snagged by Stevens for the Bruins. Reed, now to Yoshitoke. She fires three. That's no good. Sprague gonna let this one go out of bounds, and the Owls will take it. My, oh my, the difference in this game has been three-point shooting. The Owls, 46% from beyond the arc. George Fox shooting 8.7%, 2 for 23 tonight from beyond the arc. But they keep firing. Gabby Gascon brings it up for Tech. Elquist now near side to Wright. Wright kicks it inside to Sprague. 8-foot jumper rattles home. 19 points tonight for Olivia Sprague. Tech leads 76-44. Bartles takes a screen. Outside to Lacey. Lacey brings it back top of the key. Over to Bartles. Bartles bouncing it inside to Hines. Hines goes up with the shot and knocks it down. Pardon me, that was Jordan Ryan with the bucket. 30-point game, 76-46, 7.5 to go in the ball game. Gascon bringing it around near side. She kicks it over to Maddie Tull. Maddie Tull loses the handle. And now with a breakaway is Kylie Ritter. She goes up. Olivia Sprague turning on the Jets and blocks the shot. Wow, what a play by Olivia Sprague. The All-Cascade Conference returner. She has shown supreme effort tonight, leading all scorers with 19 points. She checks out, and coming in was Alex Conley. A travel called on Alexis Elquist, or pardon me, on Marissa Bartles. And now Gascon bringing it up. Gascon kicking it over to Elquist for the Lady Owls. With it now is McMillan. Quick shot from Gascon on the far wing, no good. Bringing it up now is Bartles. Bartles bringing it along the near wing. Near side, open three-pointer for Lacey. Air balls, and rebound is collected by Wright. Wright kicks it ahead to Gascon. She finds McMillan in the front court. Now to Elquist. Elquist, top of the key to McMillan. Milken, right wing. Over to Wright. Wright getting it inside to Elquist. She turns around with a fadeaway shot, no good. And now it's Bartles bringing it up. She kicks it ahead to Lacey, near corner. Lacey back to Bartles. Thinks about a three, pump fake, now kicks it outside to Reed. Pardon me. Now it's Hines with it. Over to Lacey. Bartles, step back three, no good, and she traveled anyway. Won't count. Checking into the game is going to be Elliott, as she will step in for Alexis Elquist. Also in for Tech, Alex Conley. In for Maddie Tull. And Gabby Gascon bringing it up the floor for Tech. Kicks it over to Conley. Conley bouncing it inside. Trying to get the pass back outside to McMillan, but it's picked away by George Fox. Going up with the shot on the other side was Ritter, but it's no good. Now Tech trying to push the pace. McMillan driving the right baseline, goes up with the shot. That's no good. Tech collects the rebound. Near side shot taken by Wright is no good. And so this game has entered a little bit of a scoring drought. 76-46. 5:26 to go in the final frame. Ryan's got it. Kicks it near side to Lacey. The pass knocked away by Wright, and the Owls have it. Gascon now bringing it across the timeline for Tech. Over to Wright, far wing. Puts it on the deck. Tries to find Elliott inside. Elliott goes up with the hook, but it's swatted away, and The Bruins collect the basketball. Moving it up is Bartles. Bartles goes right, switches left, driving inside, right-hand layup, high off the glass, and an athletic play by Bartles, the sophomore from Longmont, Colorado, makes it a 76-48 ball game, under 5 minutes to go in the fourth. Elliott has it, beyond the three-point arc. Kicking it over near side to Conley. Over to McMillan. She fires three, rattles it home. McMillan on the board for the first time tonight. Tech leads 79-48, their biggest lead. Now 31 points, 4:23 to go in the ball game. Here's Jenna Lacey. Lacey puts it on the deck, going right with it, kicks it outside to Bartles. Bartles back to Lacey. Front iron no good. It's now Gascon with it. She tries to dish it inside to Conley. Conley back over to Elliott. Gascon pump fakes a three. Kicks it over to McMillan. Now to Gascon. Gascon asking for the Elliott screen. Takes it going left. Now goes right. Switches back to the right. A beautiful move. Now over to Elliott. Elliott has the mismatch he likes. He's trying to drive inside. Collects a loose ball. Bouncing it over to Wright. Wright takes one from 10. Bounces off the front of the rim. Rolls around and falls. 81-48. 3:37 to go in the fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout. Tech leads 81-48 in the final frame. You've got Lady Owls basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports online at OregonTechOwls.com.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together. .37 to go in the final quarter, 81-48. Tech leads the George Fox Bruins in the final game of the Oregon Lithia Classic. And the Bruins have got the basketball. A quick shot from Stevens with the left-hand floater is no good. Tech collects the rebound. Gascon leading this unit. With it now on the near side is Kennedy Tull. Tull puts it on the deck. Kicks it out to Gascon. She pump fakes a three, now puts it on the deck. Loses the dribble. Kicks it back inside to Melissa Lee. She tries to pass it inside to Conley, but loses the basketball. Now the Bruins have got it as they bring it across the timeline. Bartles across the court to Wells. Wells on the left wing. Over to Stevens. Stevens is going to find Bartles with it. Bartles puts it on the floor. Dribbling at the free throw line. Bounce pass in, intended for Hines. It's picked away by Tech. Gascon bringing it up. Kicks it outside to Melissa Lee. Lee handing it off to Wallace. Wallace now near side to Kennedy Tull. Tull bouncing it to Gascon. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 2:35 to go in the game. Tech up 81-48. Kennedy Tull trying to get it inside to Lee. Loose ball is picked up by Conley. Shot clock dwindling down to 4 and a whistle. It's going to be a blocking foul. And it's going to go against Madeline Schumacher, who has checked into the game. The freshman from Bellingham, Washington, has checked into the game for George Fox. Also into the game for the Bruins, Peyton Snoops. And I believe that was it. I believe that's the only substitution for George Fox. .226 to go in the game. Tech leads 81-48. Substitution for the Bruins as Katie Brown comes in, the 5'11 freshman from Trinity Classical Academy in Stevenson Ranch, California.
Tech with it on the far side. It's Alex Conley. Conley dribbling, right baseline, throws it at the glass, no good. Rebound collected by Eggers for the Bruins. Bringing it up now is Snoops. Snoops dishing it over to Bartles. Bartles over to Snoops. Back to Bartles, top of the key. Bartles moving right with it. 10 seconds now on the shot clock, kicking it over to Snoops. She catches and shoots a three. Comes up short. Rebound is collected by Brown. She goes back up with it and is hacked on the shot. And first team foul for Tech in this quarter. And so checking out is Alex Conley. In for Tech is Ellie Kent. The freshman from Bend got into foul trouble early. She's got 4 still, but now playing the final minute 45. Inbound pass is going to Bartles. She drives inside, tries to kick it out to Snoops, but the ball goes out of bounds. Lady Owls take over. Kent to inbound, kicks it to Gascon. Gascon moving right. Kicks it over to Kent. Kent top of the key. Dribbles into a three. Is front iron, no good. Rebound is collected by Tech. Kicked back outside to Everson. Gascon three. Back iron, no good. Ball up for grabs. It's collected by the Bruins. Bartles bringing it up the floor. 1:13 to go in the ball game. Tech up 81-48. Snoops with it now near corner. Trying to get it inside to Eggers. Eggers kicks it outside to Schumacher. Pass ends up inside to Brown, and a jump ball underneath the basket. Possession stays with the Lady Bruins. Gabby Gascon checks out after another good night on the floor. And inbound pass goes top of the key to Bartles. She tries to drive inside, behind the back pass to Eggers, and she lays it up and in. 81-50, 55 seconds to go in the game. Bringing it up now is Ching. Ching is going to kick it over to Wallace. Wallace kicks it back over to Kent. Kent near side to Ching. She takes an open look from 3, rattles out, no good. Tech collects the rebound. Trying to get the pass back outside to Kennedy Toll. Now Ching has it. She takes another 3. That one's good. 84-50. 34 seconds to go. Ching with her first 3 points of the night. Bartles taking it up. She takes the screen, moving left. Kicks it near side to Snoops. She fires 3. Tries to bank it in. It's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. And possession goes to Tech. Turn the shot clock off. 17 seconds left to go, and Oregon Tech will be 2-0 on the young season. It's going to be Ching to bring it up. Tries to get it inside. The pass will bounce off the backboard and go out of bounds. It will be Bruins basketball. Bartles inbounds it. She gets the pass back. 4 seconds now. Bartles will hold on to it as the final buzzer sounds. The Oregon Tech Lady Owls victors here at Danny Miles Court. 84-50, the final score. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back to break down all the action as we continue your coverage of the Oregon Lithia Classic on 104.3 and 960 Sports, online at OregonTechOwls.com.
There's a collision happening between science and innovation, environment and technology, thriving together in a place you might not have heard of. But the ones who discover us, they're the originators, working and learning in living labs that produce life-changing results and developing innovations that will change the next millennium. There's a collision happening. Be part of it. Be Oregon Tech.
From our humble beginnings serving members from a small garage to today, serving communities across Southern Oregon, Rogue Credit Union was founded on the idea that together we're stronger. For over 60 years, Rogue has been living, giving, supporting local, committed to lending a hand. Where you're more than just an auto loan or checking account, you're an owner, just like our founders intended back in that small garage in 1956. Living local, it's a Rogue thing.
Boss, we're running out of room for new cars. What should we do? Rams up front, certified up front. Boss!
What?
What do we do?
We're gonna lower the prices even more.
The construction sale during Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Klamath Falls. We get it.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Well, no question about it tonight. My Applebee's player of the game would go to none other than Olivia Sprague. What a special night for the sophomore, scoring 19 points, led her team in that metric, played 30 minutes tonight, 9 of 12 shooting, and 1 for 2 from beyond the three-point arc. She also dished 5 assists and collected 7 rebounds tonight, 3 steals as well. And she had quite the night for the Oregon Tech Lady Owls. Olivia Sprague, our Applebee's player of the game. Let's go down the final stats, and we'll start with the Oregon Tech Lady Owls as they collected an 84-50 win at Danny Miles Court. As Olivia Sprague again led the team with 19 points, 15 points for Maddie Toll tonight, followed by 12 from Alexis Elquist, 10 points tonight from Gabby Gascon. You also had 6 points from Kaylee Elliott tonight, 3 points from each of Wallace and Chelsea Ching. I missed 4 points from Ellie Kent tonight, and 2 points for Caitlin Wright, your scorers for the Oregon Tech Lady Owls. As we take a look at George Fox's box score tonight, led in scoring by Jenna Lacey with 12 points this evening, 8 points credited to Erin Yoshitoke. You also had 7 chimed in from Alyssa Wells, as well as 6 from Jordan Ryan, 4 from Jayla Eggers, 2 from each of Border and Reed. Also Bartles and Hines each pitching in 2, your scorers for the George Fox Bruins. And as we begin looking at some of the team stats tonight, really it was the three-point shooting that separated Oregon Tech entirely tonight. They shot 9 of 21 from beyond the three-point arc. That's 42.9%. George Fox did not have the same luck. 2 for 26 tonight, 7.7% from beyond the arc. Oregon Tech overall tonight shot 54% from the floor. George Fox shooting 32% on the floor. And again, turnovers, another big deal for Oregon Tech. Coming off of last night where they gave up over 30 turnovers, tonight trimming that number down to 14. That's much more of a comfortable number, especially when you balance that out with 18 assists. Meantime, for George Fox, 18 turnovers tonight, Compare that with 11 assists. I think Coach Mike Coppolino would like to maybe flip-flop those numbers a little bit, but these Bruins falling to Oregon Tech 84-50 in the final game of the Oregon Lithia Classic here at Danny Miles Court. We're going to take one more break on the post-game coverage, and we'll wrap up this tournament weekend for you and send you on your way on 104.3 and 960 Sports and OregonTechOwls.com. Minute and a half break, folks. Minute and a half.
At Klamath Falls Toyota, you'll experience our goal to completely satisfy every customer, every day. Because our customers are like family to us. You'll also experience the teamwork of our professional and knowledgeable staff. They're authentic, caring, and the best in the industry. And when you choose from our great selection of new Toyotas or quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, you'll experience a process that's efficient, easy, and transparent. Experience amazing at Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Feeding and watering, building, tending, and mending, 1 foot in front of the other, day after day, season after season. At Coastal, we're proud to say we've walked a mile or two in boots just like yours. That's why our stores are stocked with everything you need by folks who care. Find your store or shop now at coastalcountry.com with shipments to your door, in-store, or curbside. We are Coastal, and we're just what the country needs.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So that's right here.
Don't stress, just save up to $200 on select tires with financing at our Les Schwab Fall Tire Sale. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Court. The Lady Owls taking care of business against George Fox 84-50. It's been a great tournament weekend at the Lithia Classic. It all started yesterday when SOU beat George Fox University 72-47, and Oregon Tech followed up with a Friday night win 64-59. Earlier this afternoon, the Southern Oregon Raiders beat Menlo College 75-57, and the Lady Owls, of course, beating George Fox here 84-50. We'll tell you what's up next for the Oregon Tech Lady Owls. It's an exhibition game a week from tonight in McMinnville, Oregon, when they travel to play Linfield before returning back to normal contests against Simpson University next Wednesday the 16th. That game will be in Redding, California, and you can listen to coverage right here on 104.3 and 960 Sports. But before all of that, the Oregon Tech men are on the road. They've got a game Tuesday night against number 5 Indiana Wesleyan in Indiana. You can listen to coverage of that game beginning at 6:30 on 92.5 KLAD. You can listen to coverage. You're home for Oregon Tech Hustlin' Owls basketball. Really appreciate you spending the evening with us. Again, the Lady Owls improving to 2-0 on the young season with an 84-50 win over George Fox University. We'd like to thank some of the folks that make tonight's broadcast possible. Of course, the entire sports information crew here at Oregon Tech, led by Mike Safford, and the folks here on Press Row, headquartered by Mr. Mike Gerard, as well as both head coaches tonight, Paul Poach for Oregon Tech and Mike Coppolino from George Fox for cooperating with the broadcast this evening. Final score 84-50. The Oregon Tech Owls 2-0 on the season. My name is Josh Eldridge saying good night from Danny's house.